Shoot and Spin also makes some other targets that come with a stand. The one target here we'll look at is the Rimfire spinner target, and I'll show you how it assembles in just a second. But basically, it hangs on these swivels right here, and whenever you shoot it, it's going to have a spinning action like that. Now, I don't know if you can tell, I've already shot it before, so I know it spins good. This happens to be a new plate. The previous plates were actually yellow, and what I found with the yellow plate and setting up a range, I had a hard time keeping people corralled up to let them know that that's only for rimfire. So Shoot and Spin changed their rimfire target faces to be red, which I think is a great idea. And so we'll see how well that target does here in a few minutes. What I'm trying to show in this video here is just actually how simple setting up this particular swinger target is. You know, you can see it comes with 5 pieces of steel here. The legs just fit in those slots right there. The posts fit in the slots here, like that. And then the target itself, you just take these little key rings, you put them right through there, and so that target assembles just like that, which is pretty simple and easy. What I want to show here in this little video clip is that, you know, I actually ended up getting 2 of the spinner plates, and what I want to point out is that the swivels, when I first got them, the swivel here, I'm going to switch it out. You can see this has a very good spinning action right there. We take that one off and put this other one on, and what happens is the spinning action doesn't seem to be quite as good, and the plate doesn't hang as well. Now, it's not really an issue with the target system at all, because it's easy to fix. And what you can see is on that particular swivel right here, I'll take a photo at some point, I've actually bent the swivel here slightly, like in this area right here, so that, you know, it's not binding against the plate, because after just making a real quick bend with a pair of needle nose pliers, this target spins really good. So if for some reason you get your target in and it's not spinning good, you really just need to open up the area down here on the swivels, which is easy to do with some needle nose pliers, and I'll zoom in here in just a second. Okay, what I'm trying to show here is if your spinner is not spinning good, if you see again how this is a really tight around the plate right there, if you take some needle nose pliers and open it up to be about like that, the target is really going to spin good. Now, just in case you potentially have an issue where you shoot one of the swivels, what I've done is I've gone ahead and just bought a package of the number 8 ball bearing Coast Lock snap swivels, which are the same swivels that they're using on the targets down there, and I was able to pick these up from Amazon. And I went ahead and threw in there in the package a couple of extra of the key rings right here. Now, they may not be the same quality. I think Shoot and Spin now is putting hard split rings or key rings to hang from, and you know, those key rings I just had sitting around the house. I threw them in here in case I shot one of them. But you know, with any type of target system that's hanging or spinning, at some point, whatever it's hanging from or it's spinning from, you're going to have to replace, because you will shoot them.
Ready?
Yeah. We're at about 11 yards from it. Now catch it on the top edge now and see if you can make it spin good. There you go. That's some nice action right there when you catch it right on the edge.
Yeah, that's pretty
All right, let me take a look at that. You can see he was kind of stacking them in there. You can tell there's just some slight, dimples in there. But overall, it's not doing too bad. Again, we're just going to have to give this some time and see what happens, see how well it holds out. And I'll get some video at the end of the day on these paddles, and we'll see. Now that I'm through range testing the shoot and spin swinger target, I wanted to kind of give some close-ups on what it looks like after we got through the range test. Overall, the stand itself, it held up great. We were never able to tip it, which I doubt you ever would shooting it with the rimfire ammunition. The plate itself, is made out of 7-gauge steel, and overall, even though we got some real local deformation, and I don't know if you can tell. Let me see if I can get the light to shine off of it. You can see, like right there, how it's kind of dimpled out just slightly, and the same is in some cases it's dimpled in. But when you look at the overall flatness of the plate, it still looks good. Sure, the plate could be thicker. It would be more durable, but at the same time, as you add thickness, you add cost, and you add it's not going to have the same spinning action that it has right now. So I mean that's a trade-off. The swivels, you can see here that the swivel, I don't think ever took a hit, but the split rings that you can see right there, that looks like that may be the weak link for that hanging system right there. I don't know if that's going to be an issue or how many shots it would take to stretch that out, but that's a very consumable item. You always need to consider, for any hanging target, you need to consider that where it's hanging from should be a consumable item, and plan on having extra pieces on hand to replace those. This that's kind of twisted around there. I think that's just from where I set it up and reset it, took it down and set it up. It is, but it's still got good action on it, and I think out of all of the shoot and spin targets, I think this may be one of my favorites, because it's lightweight, it's simple, it's portable, and for rimfire, it gives a good action, and everybody who shot it really enjoyed shooting the target. The swinger target has an MSRP of $70, which includes shipping and handling. When you consider the portability of the target, the fun, and the simpleness of the design, I think it may be worth that price. That's for each person to consider for themselves. But if you're looking for a swinger target that spins for rimfire, this is definitely one that you ought to consider.